let me say something most women won't admit out loud. You can't make us miss you with tricks. You make us miss you by becoming the kind of presence our nervous system relaxes around, and then letting life create just enough distance for memory to do its work. That's not a game, that's biology and psychology. When we feel calm, seen, and a little curious, missing turns on. When we feel chased, monitored, or emotionally parented, it turns off. I'm going to show you how to do this the clean way, science-backed, not manipulative. I'll explain what we feel on our side, the principle underneath it, and exactly what to do. Number 4 is the one that stings the most for us, because it closes the easiest door we assume will always be open. 1. Design contrast. Presence first, then space. What turns missing on isn't absence alone. It's the contrast between a felt experience and the space that follows. Give us a moment of real co-regulation, steady voice, eye contact, phones away for 5 minutes, so our body associates you with ease. Then let life breathe for a bit. That's nervous system logic. Safety first, distance second. Without safety, distance feels like threat. With safety, distance becomes desire. What this looks like: short, focused meetups, 45-60 minutes. Shoulder to shoulder first, walk, market, then face to face, coffee. Say, I've got to run soon, this was easy. Let's do it again. Then you actually leave. You don't drag the date into 3 hours to make sure. You end on a high, which uses the peak end rule to weight the memory toward I want more. Later, instead of filling the silence with check-ins, you let the previous feeling echo. We feel the contrast and our mind wanders back to you on its own. Why it works: calm presence lowers cortisol and raises oxytocin. Contrast and spacing give dopamine a chance to fire again when we think of you. It's the spacing effect and peak end rule teaming up in your favor. 2. Use signal, not noise, to become unforgettable. We don't miss men who flood us with pings. We miss men whose messages carry signal, tiny anchors that light up our shared story. The brain prioritizes distinctive cues, novelty and salience, over volume. What this looks like: replace generic wide hey with meaningful nudges tied to something we live together. A photo of the street mural we laughed about, a one-liner that riffs on our inside joke, a quick invite with 2 options. That's episodic tagging, creating memory hooks our mind revisits. Then you let it rest. No monitoring. No follow-ups. Signal, then silence. Why it works: novelty plus personal relevance increases dopamine and memory consolidation. The Zeigarnik effect helps too. Ending a conversation while it's still warm leaves a soft open loop that our mind enjoys revisiting. That's not manipulation, it's rhythm. 3. Create firsts in small doses, self-expansion theory. Humans bond through self-expansion, experiences that make us feel like a slightly bigger version of ourselves. Give us little firsts with you: a hidden bookstore, a blind coffee tasting, a sunset 2 streets off our usual route. Not expensive, distinctive. We end the night with a tiny story only the 2 of us share. What this looks like: you notice I linger at travel essays. You say, there's a hole in the wall with shelves to the ceiling, 20 minutes and 1 espresso shot. Then you keep it short, end while the energy is rising, and hand me the next move. Choose the next spot and time, your call. Now, I'm not just remembering you, I'm remembering me with you. That's the version we miss. Why it works: self-expansion and novelty boost dopamine. Paired with ending on a high, they form strong emotional anchors. We miss the person who helped us feel more alive and more ourselves. 4. Stop giving free emotional access. This is the one that hurts most. We don't just miss presence, we miss access. Many women keep exes and almost boyfriends as midnight therapists, vent lines without commitment. As long as you're available for pain on demand, we don't have to choose you. Remove that access. kindly, clearly, and missing arrives fast. What this looks like. When we send heavy late-night paragraphs, you don't dive into a 2-hour fix. You say, I want closeness, not just contact. If you want to see me, I'm free wed 7-8 for a walk. If we won't pick a time, you won't carry our feelings. When we soft ping with hey at 11:52 p.m., you convert once into a real plan. Good to hear from you. Through 7 to 8 works. Join if you want. Then you go quiet again. What we feel, the easy door we relied on is gone. To get your warmth, we have to meet you in daylight. That forces a decision. If we wanted attention, we drift. If we wanted you, we feel the pull and we move. 5. Live like a man inside a life, not a chat thread. We miss men who remain in motion. Sleep, training, deep work, friends, family, sunlight, craft. That's self-determination theory, autonomy, competence, relatedness. When you walk that rhythm, your messages feel like windows into a solid life, not requests to be rescued from boredom. What this looks like, you don't keep evenings empty just in case. You offer 2 specific windows and stop. If we fog, you hand us the ball. All good. If you want to lock something, send 2 times that work. Then you return to your routine. When we check your world, we see steadiness instead of spirals. That steadiness is magnetic. It also breaks the intermittent reinforcement trap, where we train you to chase. Now, if we want you, we'll act. 6. Build scarcity with integrity, not theatrics. Scarcity isn't jealousy, it's selectivity. When your time and attention are structured by real priorities, your yes means something. We feel the difference between always available and consistently available. The first kills desire, the second cultivates it. What this looks like: boundaries said once, lived twice. I'm present when we're together. Phones away, unless it's urgent. If we cancel, we offer a new time within a day. If it's always a group, I'll pass. You don't police, you choose. We either rise to meet you or reveal that we won't. 7. End light, not loud, state-dependent memory. We remember how we felt at the end. Leave us laughing, calm, or gently curious, and our body pairs your name with that state. Don't end with debriefs, pressure, or negotiations. Save what are we for when the rhythm is clear. Until then, keep it short and warm. What this looks like: you walk me to the corner, hold eye contact for a quiet beat, say, I like this pace. Text me 2 times that work for you, and you let me miss you on the way home. We reach for the phone because our body wants more of the feeling you just created, not because you demanded it. 8. Let the 48-hour clock turn fog into facts. Missing thrives on clarity. If we say after this week, I'll plan, look for specifics within 48 hours once the window opens. If none appear, step back. No lectures. Yes. Action. Everything else, Voksh, no. That rule protects your peace and, ironically, increases our respect. We can't miss what feels clingy. We can miss what feels clear. 9. Protect intimacy from pretending. Don't use chemistry to skip conversations. If the vibe is thin, slow down. I want warmth, not just routine. Let's reset and talk. That line does 2 things at once. It keeps you self-respecting and makes us feel safe. Safety plus a little distance. The right kind of ache. 10. Hand us the ball on purpose. The IKEA effect. People value what they help build. After a good meet, let us choose the next spot and time. If we do, we're investing. If we don't, you have your answer without spiraling. Either outcome creates the only kind of missing worth having, the kind based on choice, not chase. If you're reading this thinking, I've done the opposite of all of that. Good. That means you have leverage. In part 2, I'll give you a simple 2-week plan to put this into motion. No games. Exact lines you can copy once and then live. a texting cadence that creates pull instead of pressure, and the clean exit that makes regret inevitable, if it's ever going to be. Here's how to turn the principles into rhythm. No tricks, just timing, presence, and small decisions that our nervous system can feel. Week 1. Presence first, then space day. 1 to 2. Invite once with 2 options, then stop. I'm free those 7 to 8, or sat 11 to 12 for a walk. Plus coffee. What's easier? If we fog, hand us the ball. All good. If you want to lock something, send 2 times that work for you. Silence after that is data, not drama. On the date, shoulder to shoulder first, walk, market, then face to face, coffee. Phones away for 5. Breathe slower than usual. Let there be a beat of silence before your next question. That co-regulation is what we miss later. Not a performance. End on a high. I've got to run in a few. This was easy. Choose the next spot and time. Your call. Then actually leave. The peak end rule and spacing effect start working for you the moment you walk away. Day 3 to 4. Send signal, not noise. A single photo of something we shared, the mural, the pastry shop, with a one-line callback. No, if we don't reply. The Zeigarnik effect, soft open loops, does more than a paragraph. Day 5 to 7, live. Sleep, lift, deep work, real friends, sunlight. Your posts, if any, are calm and present, not coded messages. Scarcity with integrity starts here. Week 2, invest together or get clarity. Day 8, if we haven't chosen a time, you don't add options. You mirror our pace. I build in the next 7 days. If that doesn't work, let's pause. If we want you, we'll respond with specifics within 48 hours. Day 9 to 10. Offer a micro first. Self-expansion. There's a hole-in-the-wall bookstore with a tiny espresso bar. 20 minutes and 1 shot? Keep it short. Leave on a rise. Day 11. Protect intimacy from pretending. If warmth feels thin, I want warmth, not just routine. Let's reset and talk. That line makes us feel safe and turns off the shortcut we use to avoid truth. Day 12 to 14. Hand us the ball again on purpose. Enjoyed today. Choose next spot and time. Your call. If we schedule, you've got pull. If we don't, you've got clarity. Exact lines you can copy once, then live. 2-option invite. I'm free through 7, 8, or sat 11, 12 by the park. What's easier? Hand off after fog. All good. If you want to lock something, send 2 times that work for you. Phone's boundary. Warm. Let's pocket our phones for 5 and just talk. Late night hey. Good to hear from you. I'm free wed 7, 8 for a walk. Join if you want. Midnight vent. No more free therapy. I want closeness, not just contact. If you want to see me, pick a time. Wed 7, 8 works. Busy translator. I build in the next 7 days. If that doesn't work, let's pause. Thin vibe. Protect intimacy. We feel thin. I want warmth, not just routine. Let's slow down until we're clear. Clarity ask. 1 time only. Are you choosing this with me right now, or should we step back? Clean exit. Short, kind, final. I want a connection where clarity shows up as action. I'm not seeing that here, so I'm stepping away. Wishing you well. Your texting cadence? Pull pressure. Before the first meet, 4 to 6 messages total, then invite. Between meets, 1 meaningful signal or a crisp plan, not daily monitoring. After a date, next day, 1 warm line that hands us the ball. Enjoyed that? Choose next spot, time. Max outreach rule, 2 messages per turn. Invite plus handoff. No third message. Let the 48-hour clock sort real from wishful. Non-verbal gravity checklist, what we actually feel. Arrive 3 minutes early, shoulders down, chin neutral, feet planted. 1 light scent, simple clothes that fit. Speak 10% slower than your default and finish sentences. That calm lowers our cortisol more than you think. We don't miss clever, we miss regulated. How this lands on our side. When you lead once and then let go, our body has to decide. If we wanted attention, we drift. If we wanted you, curiosity wakes up and we move toward you. When you end on a high, our memory waits the moment upward. When you stop giving free emotional access, we feel the door close and ask if we want to walk through it properly. When your life keeps its shape, we stop feeling responsible for your mood. And that's when desire returns. A simple, no games scoreboard for 2 weeks. Did I invite once with 2 options? Did I hand off instead of stacking texts? Did I give every promise 48 hours to become specific? Did I end on a high and let spacing work? Did I keep phones away for 5 and actually breathe? Did I offer one small first and keep it short? Did I protect intimacy when the vibe felt thin? Did I let my life keep its rhythm no matter what she did? If the answer is yes to 5 or more, you've built the only kind of missing worth having, the kind based on safety, contrast, and choice. What to do if you overreached yesterday? Name it, restore your edge, offer a door. I chased the silence yesterday. Wasn't my best. I'm keeping it simple. Thu 7-8 or Sat 11-12 works. No autobiography, no shame spiral. Then let the clock run. When to walk away and make regret possible if it ever will be. 3 patterns in 2 weeks. Perpetual fog, group-only access, sweetness with 0 specifics. You exit clean, short, kind, final. Remove the hooks, mute, archive, unfollow, so your nervous system heals. Regret, if it comes, needs your absence. Don't light the room for someone who won't come inside, the quiet ending from a woman's mouth. We don't miss men who push for attention. We miss men whose presence calmed us and whose absence had integrity. If you give us safety and then give life a little space, our mind returns to you on its own. If it doesn't, be grateful you learned fast. If it does, you'll know, because we'll make it obvious with specifics, not just sweetness. Drop one line in the comments. The moment you ended on a high and let space do the work, or the sentence you used to stop giving free access. Your line might be the nudge another man needs to stop playing games and start playing with gravity.